Foundational legacy tech that we've all inherited delivers unstructured, siloed activity and consumption data. B2Bs make promises to our customers about the outcomes we'll deliver, and we have no real path to understanding how we're doing against those promised outcomes with customers, or if prospects care about the outcomes we're promising. And we think that would be kind of good to know. Imagine gathering with your cross-functional colleagues. You're all in the same platform. Your teams have all contributed structured data, and now you're looking at customer insights. And you can do this with prospect insights as well, but today we're going to focus on customer insights. And here's the key part of this model. Here's what we love about it is, yes, everybody on the left side over there is working with, kind of firmographics data. And we just insist on keeping that really tight. Across the business, we're all using the same firmographics data. And then on the right side of this data model, that's really kind of where the secret sauce comes in. And there's models behind marketing utilization, behind customer health, and product utilization. Let's talk about outcomes for a moment, because this is really a key rallying point for our model. We're promising these outcomes, like I said. We have no real idea how we're doing against them. So we actually build into your workflows, your normal workflows. It's just tiny tweaks across product marketing, sales, and success. And we're gathering feedback all the time on how people feel about the outcomes you're delivering. How do customers feel? How do prospects feel? What you're promising. We're pulling that from one-to-ones with sales and with CSMs. We're capturing topic areas in marketing. We're seeing where they are, where customers are in the platform, et cetera. Then one of the cool things is there's a lot of different ways that you can slice this data by geo-vertical buyer area, health, marketing utilization. But let's look for a minute at by geo outcomes resonating. So you're able to see manually with the team. Again, this is product marketing, sales, and success data structured all in one platform. So you can be together seeing what's working and what isn't working. So outcomes resonating, how does that change by vertical? How does that change by what outcomes aren't resonating by vertical or by buyer area, functional areas within your buyer teams? What about seniority, the seniority of your prospects and customers, and what is resonating for them, what isn't resonating for them, and how does that change? So let's go back to, for fun, let's go back to geo. So you can look at it this way with your team, which is really helpful, but then you can also come up here and look at some AI insights and see what that's telling us. So I'm going to go in closer here. So APAC leads regional health performance. And what we know from first-party proprietary data, all coming from your systems, is that APAC accounts demonstrate perfect stability, wow, with 100% of the only five customers, but still maintaining optimal health. And that's contrasting with EMEA, where only 45% reach that status. Let's look down here at the utilization gap in sales buyers. So the sales teams that are buying from you show the lowest marketing engagement. That might not surprise anyone, with 82% of the 11 sales buyers remaining in neutral utilization and none reaching optimal levels. The VP tier, so red alert, stagnant in health. So while VPs make up 67% of this total cohort, nearly half of them are stuck in neutral customer health. And that's a stalling point in executive engagement. What might we need to do are they there because they're not happy with the product? Were they not onboarded appropriately? Is marketing not reaching them or not compelling to them? A lot of next best actions that the team can be talking about. And then polarized resonance between outcomes A and C. So outcome C resonates with 87% of customers, while outcome A is rejected by over half the base, suggesting a misalignment. So what I love about this data is that it can really help us hone next best actions for, are we overemphasizing outcome C? Are we putting a lot of resource into that and it's not resonating? Are we not putting enough resource? Have we misjudged the market? But this gives all the teams the same data to work together. I'll just give you a quick example. I'll pull back out on this. A quick example, I was working with an ed tech, and the product team came to us and said, customers are churning. The ones that are churning say they're churning because of product, but no other detailed data. Well, when we ran Serendipitus and worked together as a team, we realized that what we actually had with that set of customers was an onboarding problem and not a product problem. How do you quantify that? Hard, but we do know that we didn't waste a bunch of cycles trying to guess what the product problem was, while we also missed opportunity to rectify the onboarding issue. So many ways to look at this data, but the key is getting better data upstream so that we can be making better decisions as a team. And we're not just sharing static PowerPoints in ops meetings or with boards, God forbid, or in C-suite meetings. Again, for those of you who have struggled with preparing for the monthly ops meetings where you're just cobbling together stuff and you're waiting in line for data admins, no one agrees on the data. You pop it into 2 slides in a PowerPoint, you present it, and then as soon as that ops meeting is over, everyone goes back exactly what they were doing before. So there's just so much value in getting the right data upstream so that you and all your smart colleagues can be working in the data rather than on the data. If you need any help getting started, of course, we are standing by.